The inspiration for this figurine came from Pokemon Snap, and of course, I know most of you guys played it. If you haven't, that's probably like an oldie. So definitely check it out, Pokemon Snap. It's one game that Nintendo should definitely remake. And I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and let's begin. So the gigantic shell was from Michael's, but you can also check out Joann's, and it was really cheap. It was $2. And of course, if you have clay, you don't have to spend money for clay either. Now you want to start off with the head, and you want to create the indent for the nose and the eyes. So if anything, you're giving Pikachu those chubby cheeks. So right when you're done with the head, you want to move on to the body, and you want to make sure when you're doing the body, you want to separate the left leg and the right leg. Now keep in mind, you have to make sure you include thighs because Pikachu obviously isn't a stick. He has to have hind legs, and that's what you're adding when you're separating the two. Now luckily Pikachu is really cute and doesn't have crazy claws, but you're basically rolling out a piece of clay, and you can grab an X-Acto or a pin and then create his 4 fingers. Since this is a figurine, you can't really get away with it unlike a charm, but you do have to make sure that the proportions are right. They have to be perfect or then it's going to look completely off, so make sure your head matches your hands to your body to your feet. So of course when you're done with one hand, you want to move on to the next. And since Pikachu's surfing, I decided to curl it in a little bit towards the body, but of course there's also Balloon Pikachu and other Pikachus that you can make, but Surfing Pikachu was my favorite. So whatever you decide to make sure everything is smoothed out, make sure you define all the features, so that includes the hands, the legs, the body, whatever. And the legs are really easy. You're just going to grab a piece of clay and you're going to roll it up into a tube and then squish it. And then you're going to put it right at the bottom, and those are the legs. So when you are ready, check all the proportions and do that throughout the figurine because it'll help you in the end decide what to remove with the X-Acto or what to sand down. Of course, the ears is the easiest part, and with the ears you want to put wire and then stick them in the head. By adding wire, it'll make sure that the ears won't fall off and it'll give it strength as well. So the only thing left is the tail, and the tail is really easy. So grab a reference picture online, and what you want to do is draw it out first and then cut it out with the X-Acto. Now let's make the, what is it called? The base. There you go, the base of the figurine. Let's decorate it because you don't want it to be very boring. Grab your blues, your whites, and definitely paint the ocean on there. If you have time, you can add other Pokemon coming out of the shell, but for me, I didn't have that much time, so maybe I'll do it in the future. Now, of course, the surfboard's really easy. I cut mine in half, but you can actually go all the way if you want. And the design of the surfboard was mine. I didn't want to go with the pink one that you see in Pokemon Snap. I wanted to come up with a Pokeball-ish type of surfboard. So here I'm starting to paint the Pikachu, and make sure you add as many coats as possible. You want to add as much detail, and by adding a lot of coats, you protect the charm, or figurine in this case. So take your time. Now, if you watch the anime, Pikachu has a lot of facial expressions, and I decided to go with opened eyes. I wanted to do the closed eyes, but then I decided that I think it would look a lot better if Pikachu was smiling. So this is what I got. Now, when you're painting the face, make sure you know what expression you want to do, and then start with a small brush and outline everything, and then you can fill it in. That would probably be the best solution to painting faces. So for, this portion of the figurine, I would take my time. If you mess up, you can always just cover it up with the base color. When it comes to art, if you take your time and you're very patient and diligent, the figurine will come out a lot better than you just rushing. So take your time, plan it out, and have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this figurine. I haven't done a figurine in a while, but thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will peek at you later.